Hello everyone, welcome to Electrics. So today I will discuss a small topic from digital electronics, which is Shannon's expansion, which is extremely useful technique for solving problems such as simplifying a big circuit, digital circuit. So you might have seen a lot of questions in your exams, in your classrooms, that a digital circuit will be given and they will ask you what is the simplified output expression. So the conventional way of doing this problem is, you might have done it in your classes. We actually do this question like, we will write the expression such each and every node. Here the expression is B into C, here it is A. So the expression here will be A plus BC whole bar. Similarly, we will write the expressions at each and every node, and ultimately we will get a big expression at the output node. Then after getting that expression, then using our De Morgan's rule and other simplification techniques, we will come to a simplified answer. From the output expression, we will simplify it using the normal Boolean identities and we will come to the most simplified answer. So that is a conventional way of doing this particular problem. But let me tell you, Shannon's expansion is mostly neglected by most of the students. I don't know why, but it is one of the very powerful technique which you can use to simplify these kind of circuits in competitive exams. So I will just explain what is Shannon's expansion. It's a simple technique or simple theorem, and how we can utilize Shannon's expansion in solving these kinds of problems. So let me move on to the description of Shannon's expansion. So let me write it here, the Shannon's expansion. Shannon's expansion is, the statement of the theorem Shannon's expansion is, it is saying if you have a Boolean function f of a comma b comma c. Now I have taken a digital function with 3 variables, it could be of any number of variables. But as a general case I am taking 3 variable example. So if you have a Boolean function f of a comma b comma c, by Shannon's expansion you can actually write this particular function as, take one of the variable out, it can be any variable either a, b or c. What it says is that take one variable outside. That is something like this. Suppose I am taking the variable a outside. First take the variable a in the complemented form, then AND it with, multiply it with the same function, but with your variable a replaced by, see, if you are taking complemented form, replace your variable a by 0 and keep your b and c as it is. But that is not enough. Along with that one, or this with, or add another term to this one, which corresponds to the normal form of the variable a. That is, you can take the variable a, so you are splitting it using a, first is complement of a, then you replace a by 0, then you take the normal form of a, then the function, you replace the variable a, since you are taking normal form, you replace the variable a by 1, then b and c as it is. So this is the Shannon's expansion statement, as simple as that. Now with this statement you might be wondering how I can utilize this in problem. So you might not be able to clearly appreciate what is the power of this particular theorem or this particular technique when it comes to problems. So I will explain, I will just show you how this Shannon's expansion can simplify the problem solving in the case of these kind of problems, right? So let's apply Shannon's expansion into this particular problem and see how we get the answer. So let's assume that the output of this particular circuit is f of a comma b, because the input is a, b and c, so definitely the output will be a function of a, b and c. Now what is Shannon's expansion saying? Shannon's expansion is saying that this function f of a comma b comma c can be written as, you could have taken any variable. For this example I am taking the variable a outside. You could have taken b or c, still you will get the same answer. For this example, I am taking the variable a outside. So first is a bar into f of 0 comma b comma c plus a into f of, so a will be replaced by 1 b comma c. Now what is the use of writing it like this? Now coming to the next step, this can be written as a bar into, what is the next term? If you look at this term closely, it is nothing but this particular function, that is nothing but the output of the circuit when a is equal to 0 and b and c are as it is. So how can we get this f of 0 comma b comma c here? What you need to do is that just make a is equal to 0 here and you calculate the value of this particular output. So make a is equal to 0. So let's try to evaluate this one, because this calculation will be much easier since it involves the NOR gate, NAND gates, etc. So let's see this one. When a is equal to 0, the first thing to notice is that since a is directly connected to this NAND gate, whenever one of the input of the NAND gate is ZC, one of the input of the NAND gate is 0, so it doesn't matter what the other input is. If one of the input is 0, immediately this output of the NAND gate is 1. So this particular input to this NOR gate is 1. Now once you get the input of the NOR gate, one of the input of the NOR gate is 1, then you need not worry at all about the other input of this particular NOR gate. Since one input is 1 for this NOR gate, immediately you can write the output of this particular NOR gate is equal to what? 0. So that is the beauty of this, applying this one. See, whenever one of the input happens to be 0, it completely eliminates the calculation of one of the entire line. So you need not worry at all about this particular input. So this becomes equal to 0. So we have got this particular term is equal to 0. So we can substitute it here. So it is a bar into 0. So we need to calculate look at the other term also. So a bar into 0 plus a into, now how do we calculate this particular term? That is f of 1 comma b comma c. Now to solve that, f of 1 comma b comma c is nothing but, f of 1 comma b comma c is nothing but, you replace your input a by what? You replace your input a by 1, then you calculate this particular output of this particular circuit. Now let us do that. If we do that, once we make a is equal to 1, now since the input to this particular NOR gate, one of the input to this particular NOR gate is 1, it doesn't matter what the other input is. Since it is 1, directly you can write this one is equal to what? This output is equal to 0. Now what about the other line, this particular line? Since a is equal to 1, so this particular input is 1. And what about this particular input? I mean this particular line, see. B is connected to a NOT gate. So the output of the NOT gate is B bar. So 1 and B bar is applied to a NAND gate. So what will be the output of the NAND gate? 1 into B bar whole bar, that is equal to what? That is equal to B. So this input will be equal to B. Now you have 0 and B applied to what? Applied to a NOR gate. So 0 and B applied to a NOR gate will result in what? 0 plus B whole bar, and that is equal to B bar. So this will be equal to B bar. Now so f of 1 comma b comma c is equal to B bar. Now we can substitute for that, substitute for f of 1 comma b comma c over here. This is a b bar. Now a bar into 0 is 0, a into b bar is a b bar. So the final simplified answer for this question will be a b bar. So you can very well understand that using conventional method it can be quite difficult, not difficult, but it can be quite time consuming to actually arrive at the answer. But Shannon's expansion can actually simplify the question, simplify this particular problem in a very rapid manner. Thank you.